Today in the news, we have a crazy CEO, some Xbox, and a mail-in upgrade. What's up guys, I'm Snows, and this is your boot sequence. Oh, ray tracing, the most revolutionary tech to come to PC gaming since the move to 3D graphics. Dare I say it, it's an even bigger deal than 3D itself. I mean, how dare you tell me that this doesn't look miles better than this? You have ray traced shadows, global illumination, and even reflections. On top of that, it just works.
Everything just works.
Seriously, at this point, it's a foregone conclusion that if you're going to buy a new graphics card, it's going to last you, 2, 3, 4 years? And to not have ray tracing in 2019 is just crazy. I don't believe a word of what I just said, but that last bit there, at this point, it's a foregone conclusion that if you're going to buy a new graphics card, it's going to last you a long time, and to not have ray tracing is just crazy, is a direct quote from Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, during the Q&A session for their earnings call. I mean, how gullible does the company think gamers are? Sure, ray tracing adds a new layer to the gaming world, and it's appreciable, but to say that in 2019, it's crazy not to have a hardware accelerated real-time ray tracing card is the dumbest statement I've seen from Jensen, especially when the market has a completely different focus. I mean, pardon me if I'm generalizing here, but we don't need ray tracing. We need affordable high refresh rate monitors to go with our affordable GPUs that can push these frame rates. The worst part is that one of Nvidia's top researchers even tweeted that consumers can expect to see the first game to require ray tracing in 2023. That's a long ways away, and AMD's Scott Herkelman even agreed. By 2023, real-time ray tracing will even have evolved, with more things being ray traced on the scene, making cards like the current Superline obsolete in that department. One of the really odd things about this research is that the tweet from the researcher is no longer available, almost like a company wanted to shut him up. And this point is pushed even further by the next bit of news. Assetto Corsa, one of the few games listed by Nvidia during their RTX launch as a RTX ready game under development, has just announced that they will not implement Nvidia's RTX tech at launch. Their priority is to improve, optimize, and evolve all the aspects of ACC. They say that after they focus on that, and after RTX matures, they will consider the possibility of adding it, but right now, the team says that there's no reasons to steal the dev resources and time for a very low frame rate implementation. Yikes. That means not only it will not be available at launch, but I don't think we're seeing it happen anytime this year. It looks like it just won't work this time. Moving on, we have some Xbox news. Over the last year or so, we've heard a lot of rumors of what consoles Microsoft was going to release. We heard that there would be two major next-gen consoles. One was Project Scarlet, which has been confirmed by the Xbox team at E3, and the other was Lockhart, which was supposed to be a sort of Xbox One S for the next gen. Less powerful than the Scarlet, but still more powerful than the Xbox One X, for example. And the last one was a cloud-based console with basic functionality that would only work by streaming games, probably using the Xbox xCloud service. Well, it looks like this streaming console is now out of the question since Phil Spencer confirmed that they are not working on a streaming console. And it makes sense. Project xCloud is already going to allow you to play your games directly from your phone or other mobile devices, so there's no need for a glorified smart TV box from Xbox. Moving on, with the release of the Nintendo Switch Lite, the company had also updated the standard console with better battery life and possibly improved Joy-Cons. I say possibly because Kevin Kenson dug inside the updated Joy-Cons and found minor differences, but Nintendo didn't explicitly mention any changes. Anyways, now that there is a mix of new and old Switches on the shelves, there is a chance that you purchased the old version by mistake. Not only that, but you might have bought a Switch since the announcement, not knowing that a new version was available. Well, it looks like you might not be out of luck after all. According to a report from Polygon, any Switches purchased after July 17th of 2019 might be eligible for an exchange through Nintendo for the upgraded model. The only hiccup is that you'll have to send it out at your expenses. Just so you know, if you want the new and upgraded Switch, look for a box with the most red on it, aka this one. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for the news today. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you got any questions, leave them down below. I'd love to feature some on the next video. As usual, like the video if you liked it, dislike if you eat thermal paste. You can click right here to see the latest video, right here to subscribe to the channel. Stay frosty, my dudes, and I'll see you on the next one. Help, let me go. I'll pin the first comment which tells me where that comes from.